Welcome, everybody, once again to Haunt Chat Live. Tonight in the spotlight, we have Dr. Paul Bearer.
Hey, awesome.
Everybody give a nice warm round of welcome to the one, the only, our Gravedigger.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to season 2, episode 11. Yes, this is episode 11 this time for sure. Not like last time where I said it was episode 11, but it was only episode 10. This is actually 11. So we're here. If you'll notice, we got kind of a new layout going on. I got the Mistress right here with me. And in the other little window that you see down below right now is Mr. Dr. Paul Bearer. Dr. Paul Bearer, how the hell are you, man?
Well, I got to tell you, I'm doing pretty bad. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty awful myself. So yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's get this thing rolling. For those of you who don't know, Dr. Paul Bearer, if you haven't seen him before, is a horror host. You know, one of them guys that do the creepy creature feature movies and all that kind of stuff. And he does events and things like that out of the Tampa area in Florida, where I hear it's a little warm today.
Just a little warm, by golly. You know, it's time for the power bill to go back up because I've got to turn the morgue refrigerators back on to keep all the bodies cool. So this is the time of year where everything's just going to be wet with sweat.
That's awesome. That's we like sweat. We like sweat. That's okay. So this also, for the very first time, we are broadcasting live directly to Facebook. So we can actually see how many people are watching this right now. Oh my God, we actually got people watching us. Hey, how you doing?
You mean we've got more than just us watching? How about that?
A little embarrassing, maybe, you know. So before we get into the whole thing, I want to tell the people about the giveaway. Of course, we have the giveaway coming up here. That will be from Mystical Homes for Fairies and Gnomes, and it's this awesome little house that was created by Jennifer, especially for us. This is a one of a kind, so make sure that you guys pay attention to what we talk about on here. And at the end of the show, we'll give you the question. You'll send your answers to hauntchatlive@gmail.com, and the very first one that I get is gonna get this really super cool thing. I should point that way. Yeah, this way. Yeah, that thing right there. I'm backwards. Yeah, that thing right there. And it lights up and it's all cool. And
tell them how big it is.
And oh yeah. It's like a foot tall, and like I think she said 8 by 9, so it's a good size too. It's not one of them little bitty ones, you know, because they don't like them little bitty ones. They like them. Never mind.
You're giving away a house.
You're giving away a house. Fairy house.
Haunted house.
And it's got skeletons and skeletons and bones and all kinds. It's very, very horror / Halloween themed. So it was created just for us. All right, so pay attention to the things that we talk about. So first off, Dr. Paul Bearer, let's talk about your website, so that people who are watching, they can go out there and look. It's drpaulbearer.net. NET. DrPaulBearer.net. Yep. So tell us about the website. How long has that been up? What are they going to find when they go out there?
Oh, it's very interactive, very entertaining. You know, we're on hiatus now from Channel 44, and so you know, the bug just kind of bites you, and you just want to get in front of the camera. So we put all of our videos on the old Beast book or Facebook, whatever you want to call it, and we also share them on YouTube. But on the website, that will take you wherever you want to go. If you want to go to Instagram, if you want to go to Twitter, there's also a lot of photos, a lot of videos. We even have our teaser video over there. It's really something to check out. And it was created and designed by Michelle Gandhi, my personal assistant. She is a webmaster. If you need anything built or have any questions, contact her and she'll be sure to help you out.
Well, that's cool. I've talked to Michelle a few times. Wonderful lady.
Yeah,
and
you know, to you.
She's lying, doesn't she? I mean, somebody's got to, you know, be carrying off everybody that left and right, you know, and without permission. She's got to be there and say, no, not that one.
That's true. You know, she does also a lot of my production. She does all of the editing. She does all of the filming. She and I work together and write the scripts and everything. So, you know, you may see me, but you see her just not on screen. She does it all.
So you're the face, but she's all the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, you got the face. She's the body.
Yeah, never mind. That's great. That's great. Okay, so let's see. Besides, you said you're on hiatus from the CW right now.
Yes.
So in the meantime, now I know, like me, you're not just October. You do stuff year round. So what do you do to fill up the time when Dr. Paul Bearer is not shooting one of his awesome shows?
Oh my goodness. One thing we do is, of course, we do the events, and we have actually started working on a donation thing, if you will. We have the Luby Bat Conservatory, I believe is what you call it. And we raise a little bit of money, and, little bats, people may be scared of them, but they're animals too. And, it's all spot in my heart for them.
Oh, absolutely.
When you're not showing the videos, it's always on my mind every day. What I can do, an idea that we can, work with, so that we can capture it on video and then share it out. But there's a lot of work in between all of this that I have to do. Coming up the end of June, old Butch Patrick. I don't know if you know who he is. He's
absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to start a show, and it's the Facebook page. Eddie's Monstrous Movie Mausoleum is live now.
Wait. Eddie's Monstrous Movie Mausoleum. So got it.
So we've got that going, and we've done a lot of other things. This year we don't have time to do a Halloween special. Our last one was High Noon Goodbye Dr. Paul Bearer, or High Noon Dr. Paul. High Noon Goodbye Dr. Paul. And that one was actually premiered at the historic Tampa Theater over in Tampa, Florida. So there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes before you actually see what we've got.
I got you. So obviously, as a event MC or any of those other kind of things you got going on, I'm guessing, it's just a guess, during the October period, you're really, really busy.
Oh my goodness, yes. In fact, this past Sunday, I actually did an event. I've been working a little bit with Born to Ride TV and magazine.
I saw that.
It kind of gets things going. You have to do a little bit, even though it's hot and I'm going to be, really wet. October will be here before we know it. And the bookings start as early as July. We tell them that we don't start actually booking things until August, but we have requests year round.
That's cool. I hope to be as big as you someday. That would be really nice. I do a couple little events off the from the actual Hunt Chat Live stuff, zombie walks and things like that. We got we got a hearse show coming up here in May, May 5th. We got Cinco de Mayo. They got a hearse. The Black Angel Hearse Club is having a hearse and car show, so we'll be there. So you local guys, you go to that. But enough of that. Back to you. Okay, so Michelle was good enough to give us a nice little list of bullet lists, and I've been kind of trying to keep up, but I don't think that you even need that list because you've already gone through half of them. So you lived it. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, but one of the things on it that I do my research, I do my research and doing things, but I didn't see this anywhere. And so I want you to make the announcement about it for those adults that get thirsty and spooky at the same time. Go.
Coming this October, there will be a new beer out there called Dr. Paul's Bearer. It's going to be manufactured over at the Lakeland Brewery, and we've got to go over there and we've got to kind of design the label and everything. So as soon as that comes out, we'll start promoting that, and you'd have to actually travel here because if it's a hit this October, it's going to be in all the restaurants, possibly even over in the Ybor City area.
Ooh,
nice.
Okay, Ybor City. Enlighten me later.
Oh, if you've never been to Ybor, you need to come at least once.
Okay, all right. Well, we got a couple haunt associations and stuff that go on down in conventions that go on down to Florida. So that's kind of on our list eventually to make it some of those too.
Well, I hear Spooky Empire is going to be over in Tampa this year. So you know what? I better be talking to my people, and they can talk to their people, and their people can talk to their people. We need to get the beer over at Spooky Empire.
Oh yeah, there you go. Sell, drink, drink. That's the way to do it. Okay, so you've been doing now. You personally, as the clone that you are, you have been doing the show for how long?
Well, let's see here. The show, actually, show-wise, past 4 years.
4 years. All right. Mm-hmm. And already I hear, grapevine stuff, that you have already been nominated for a Rondo Award.
A Rondo Award. Vote for me, please.
Absolutely.
Please.
Now, for those people who don't know what a Rondo Award is, tell them about what a Rondo Award is, what a prestigious type of thing this really is. I mean, just to be nominated, but still better to win.
The fact that I got nominated, I'm telling you, I'm sitting beside myself. But it's just kind of one of those things that if you're in the horror genre and you're doing hostings and such, they nominate so many every year and only one is chosen. And if I could get chosen, I'm sorry, I'll save that for the speech.
There you go.
So just vote for me and you'll see me cry. I might even lose an eye.
Yeah, you don't want to do that because then it throws your depth perception off. You walk into walls, all that kind of stuff. Oh, all of a sudden I heard an echo of myself. That's interesting. Okay, let's see.
Echo.
Now let's see. We already talked about the your Halloween special now, which premiered last October.
Oh yeah.
And that is also, I believe, your IMDb credit is that Halloween special.
Oh, I have an IMDb.
You have
IDE. I have no IDEA that I had an IMDE.
Well, I'll make sure that I add you in on ours also, because Hot Chat Live has an IMDb thing, and I'll make sure that I add you. I'll figure out some way to add you in, because I was looking at it. It's like, wait, it's in as the show, not as him, but we'll figure it out. We'll get you out there, and then we'll make you even more famous.
Oh, my goodness.
How can I do? Can I do that? Am I allowed to do that?
Sure, why not?
I don't know that I want to do that, though. I mean, I've heard some of his jokes.
He's got some good ones, guys.
I was going to give you a hand, but I see somebody already gave you a hand. It's behind the Mistress there.
Yeah, he's trying to reach out and grab me there.
Reach out and touch someone.
Reach out and touch someone. Jinx, fill me a Coke.
Yep. And it's still going on. All right, so tell me a little bit more about the history of Dr. Paul Bearer, as much as you want to let out, I should say. Open the coffin just to creak. I know you've been doing the show for 4 years. And now, have you been on CW the whole time on 44?
We were on there for a whole 8 weeks.
Oh,
oops.
Well, CBS took my time slot. It was on at 12 o'clock noon, and we did a matinee all Sunday afternoon. But then the sports packages were taken, and if they didn't have a sports package, then of course they showed 6 hours of Pawn Stars. Oh wow!
Oh yeah!
It is what it is. But no, I mean, I'm actually going on my 10th year doing this, but actually to be on the television and doing TV commercials and stuff, it's been going on for the past 5 or 6 years. The original Dr. Paul Bearer passed away in 1995. And that man created something that it was alluring. First time people would look at him, they would get scared. But when they got to know him through his jokes and his puns and his movies, the man just had class. He dressed really well. He was very unpresentable. People could relate. And that's the thing about entertainment. You get involved in whatever's being on the TV and you escape your own life. Well, for me to do Dr. Paul Bearer, it's the same thing. I get to get out of my regular shoes and become Dr. Paul Bearer. And in 1995, he passed. It was very sad. And then 2009 Halloween, I just did it as a tribute and people just wouldn't let me stop.
Cool.
Nice.
Love it.
Here I am. I do it. I started out being Dr. Paul Bear II. And my friend, who is his widow, said, after 9 years, I think you've earned it. So you are Dr. Paul Bear. And that was a tremendous honor to be awarded that title.
Absolutely. That's great.
But that's why we try and keep everything on social medias, because number one, social media is taking over,
to watch the show, you're watching Facebook, Facebook Live. Of course, it will be archived. If you can't watch this or something live, it will be archived out to the YouTubes. We got that Hot Chat Live channel out there. So this show is forever.
Just like a tombstone, it's engraved forever.
Yeah, that's right. Although there may be a little chip or two, but
well, things do weather,
whether they do or not. So what do you got coming up real close recent? If real close recent, that didn't even make any sense.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. Well, what do you got coming up for those of you?
That came up.
There you go. Oh, I'd be careful with that joke. It's an antique.
Well, at least I'm singing to you and giving you an earworm, if you know what I mean.
That's my job. The earworms are my job.
Now you're gonna sing.
It's a small world after all.
No.
At the Copa Cabana. Oh wait, I already did that one.
Yeah, you did that one.
I did that one already.
Mistress, how do you put up with him all these years?
Oh, he knows all my secrets, so I have to keep him around.
I get to bury the bodies.
Oh.
I have my uses. So, like I was saying, what kind of things for the people who are more local to your area? What kind of things can they expect coming up from you in the near future?
Well, we're kind of taking a little bit of a break because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be working with Mr. Butch Patrick, who played Edward Munster on the themed TV show, The Munsters.
The Munsters, I don't know that I've heard about that. No, never mind. I just Ooh.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, not really.
And you're a horror host. You're
Not
a
really.
host of your own show, and you don't know who Edward Munster is?
Poor Marilyn. Poor Marilyn passed away recently too.
We actually
Which one?
Wasn't it?
Yeah,
we met a
the
couple
first
years
one.
ago?
Yep, that was
we met
Bush
a couple
we
years
met at
ago.
Crypticon. Yep.
That's right. Pat Priest is still alive.
Yep.
And she and Butch get together quite often. But we're going to work diligently on this project. And I think we're going to take a whole week plus to do nothing but studio shots. And then it's got to go to post. And then I think it's going to be ready for the October season. So there's a lot of prep work that we've got to do. And then we've got to do the initial filming. And hey, is it filming now that we don't use film, or is it videoing? How would you
I don't know.
Digitizing.
Digitizing. There
Maybe.
you go.
Oh, well, we must digitize.
It's still filming for me. I'm old school.
The funny thing is, my dad always used to say, "Film don't lie." Lies like a, you know what now.
Yeah, it does.
That's right. People with talent can make you do things that you don't really do.
And we're kind of lucky that it lies now because, well, as I get older, but I fix it all in the post edit, so I look all pretty.
Oh, okay. Well, beauty does come with age.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And there she is. And here's the age, and there's the beauty.
Goodness gracious.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And we're getting a lot of comments about how tolerant Torty is being back there.
Hello there.
She's an old lady and she'll put up with just about anything. So calm down, people. She's a good girl.
Yep. She likes to spin. I'll spin the chair with her on the back of it once in a while. I mean, what is she now? Like 40, 50, something like that?
Something like that. I don't know.
Old. She's old.
She's enchanted. She lives forever.
In cat years.
Yeah. No.
Mercy me.
We're enchanted around here. Hell, we got a horse that's 34.
Yeah, she's somewhere between 17 and 20. We don't know positively.
Is your kitty cat a vet? I mean, does she go around licking and inspecting things? You know, I kind of call that a cat scan.
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking
okay, you've heard that one. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's okay. You can throw them out as much as you want,
You know, I really put my heart into that one too. I got to tell you that.
Oh yeah, you tried.
So you got that. You're going to be working a couple weeks on the Eddie's
Monstrous movie mausoleum.
There we go. Yeah, Monstrous Movie Mausoleum. Wow, that's a tough one. That just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? And it rolls off and bounces a few times.
Yeah.
Oh, I say it now, but once the camera starts videographing, I will mess it up.
Absolutely.
Well, normally during the intro, we play how many times can Mistress Laurie trip over her own silly tongue trying to spit out everything that she has to say. So yeah, you point a camera at me and I can't talk either.
Good thing is I'm blind. I don't even see the camera, so it helps.
You know, you've been talking. Oh, what would you do with my mouse over here? I need that once in a while.
She fed it to the snake.
She did. She fed it to Hargor back here.
Oh.
He'll eat it. He'll eat anything. Yeah.
Even like cereal.
He's pretty old. He can barely see, so you put it in front of him and he can smell it. He'll eat it.
Just gotta watch the fingers, because, like I said, he can smell it. He'll eat it.
Oh my goodness.
So I got to ask, do you ever, I know down in the Florida area, they have all kinds of little cons and horror cons and there's IAPA down there too. And the haunted, do you ever make appearances at any of those things going on?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We've done the mega cons over in Orlando. We've done the Tampa cons. We've done, excuse me. Well, I also do parades. I do have a hearse, and I'll ride on the hood, and I'll unwelcome everybody. They seem to enjoy it. So, yeah, it just depends on when and where. And because I also have another business that takes a lot of my time, I can't really travel that far. But if it's around, within a 2-hour drive, I try to go to them.
Cool, that's fun. So people can go there and see. And of course, you carry the 8x10 so you can sign them for all your fans and stuff like that and all that fun stuff. Yeah, we just started doing that, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. That's just weird.
Yeah, matter of fact, we've got one hanging up on the wall back.
But you can't see it.
There.
Back there, but you can't see it.
You can't see it because of the card in front of it.
That's right. And they don't need to see it. We're right here. They don't need to see our picture. You can see us live.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Right here. Right.
All right. So I need that back again, please. Thank you. I'm just, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to keep track of time. So we're getting down here kind of to the end of the show. So I want you to tell us some more stuff. Yeah, it's right there. It's right. A little to the left. Yep. There you go. I want you to tell us a little bit more. What is the must need to know about Dr. Paul Bear?
The must need to know.
Yes. Don't get your fingers too close.
Well, I am a male.
Okay.
I'm not a parcel. I'm a male, 5'11". Been around for a long, long time.
Damn, 5'11". Oh, he's a biggie.
Yeah, he is.
I need lift my shoes. Do you know where I can get taller?
I had some stilts one time.
Legs.
I had some stilts one time, but she made me get rid of them.
Oh no! Were you top heavy with your top hat?
He scared the hell out of me. They were gone.
Were you like a ghost when you put them on? It really lifted your spirits.
You lifted my spirits. Yeah. I thought I was
not for very long though.
All right, so wait. Must need to know. Besides being a male, besides being 5'11", what do we got to look forward to?
You get to look forward to more comical fun with me, and I'm going to start tackling a lot more. And with the movie genre, I'm going to start hosting a little bit more, a little bit differently. I want people to watch the show for me, not just the movies, but for me. And here's the thing, guys. When you go out to get some advertisers, they are fools not to fund you, because who watches this stuff? They only watch it for you. And where do you appear? In the commercial. So come on, people. I'll
There
put
you
you
go.
in there. Come on. I'll be happy to. I'll be happy to. Yeah. But
So-
anyway, a lot more is coming down the pike, by golly. I'm not dead. I'm just beginning.
So if they want to book you, they want to do something, how do they get a hold of you?
Go to the website, drpaulbera.net. Send an email, and my assistant will handle it. And she'll make sure that you have me booked, and I will not dare to disappoint.
Awesome, great, all right, super. So let's show back over to the remind people of the gift that we got coming up.
Haunted house.
It's a haunted house, yeah,
For fairies.
For fairies and gnomes or mice or whoever can fit it in. It does light up. It's really cool, and it was made especially for Haunt Chat Live by Mystical Homes for Fairies and Gnomes. So the question this week is going to be,
Okay, now don't answer this because this is for the watchers. Be nice. What brewery is producing Dr. Paul Bearer?
there you go. What brewery is going to be producing the new Dr. Paul beer?
Quit it.
No, you don't get an answer. Send your answer to Haunt Chat Live, one word, at gmail.com. And the first one that I get, they get to be the winner. I will, you might as well send me your shipping information just in case you're the winner. And I will forward that on to Mystical Homes for Fairy and Gnomes, and she'll get that puppy shipped right out to you. So, okay, so we got that. Oh, let me switch back over here. I don't remember which one it was, so I'll just do it from right here. There we go. So we're back over here. We're full. Dr. Paul Bearer, thank you so much. You are our first horror host on the show. Hopefully, many more to come.
I'll make sure to tell them.
Yeah, I want to make sure people know that next month, that would be, what are we in? We're in April? No, we're in May. We're in April. So in May, Haunt Scene is going to be the guests. The vlogcast of Haunt Scene, they're going to be the guests in May. So look out for that. Also, I want to give a quick thank you to scaryface.com for having me in their Scare Actor Spectacular. I'm going to be up again, so be looking for videos coming out on that too. I got a real good one. Dr. Paul, once again, you have been fantastic, and I thank you for joining us. Thank you, Michelle, for setting the whole thing up. We appreciate you. I'm sure he does to no end, because, well, without you, he's just
Without her, I would not be here to be lurking for you.
That's right. All right, folks.
There you go.
So last words.
Aww.
It's
time to close the lid on the old coffin.
There you go.
And I always say, it's been a blast.